Alright, we're gonna do a 3, 2, 1 roll hunt. Three nickels, 2 pennies, $1. We're gonna add a quarter today, this morning. I don't do a lot of quarters, but I got some on hand, so. We're just gonna hang out for a while and look at some coins. Got that updated. Let's see, what do we got? What did I put on recently? Oh yeah, the 57 Philly nickel for 39 million. And then the 2000 S proof of the Sacagawea. And I think that Franklin D. Roosevelt ended up being I added last time. I don't think I've updated the errors at all. Had a pop chat out here. Won't put that there. I gotta. First nickel. No real color, it don't look like. Nothing's sticking out. Maybe an older one here or there. I don't know. Maybe. Get it in screen here. 22. $76D. 05. Look like there's anything there. Philly. A little closer there. 96. Let's see, I gotta get my chat back up. I lost my chat. There we go. Investable. Audio good. Perfect. Thank you. Are you sticking around at all or just dropping in to wish me luck? And oh, you're driving today. Well, this is the first nickel roll. 2 pennies, the $1, and I'm throwing in a quarter just because I got a handful of quarters to do. Well, if there's any hits, there'll be a recap video later tonight, I'm guessing. If there's anything worthy. 19, but not a W. $83. You got a long drive today? Guess I can come closer like this. 23 Philly. I really got nothing going on, so oh, there's a 70S. I might stream tonight too, like after 8 o'clock. I might end up doing just a, an after dark, because I got some cards to open, and I've got a couple of the jars of a certain decade I want to get through, so I'll probably be on later tonight too. Casino for free play. Good luck. Tell her good luck. Tell her I said good luck. 77. So yeah, I might talk to you later tonight still. It'll be this evening though, if you're around. But I was in the mood for a hunt this morning, so I'm like, I'm going to jump on it. Do a couple rolls. 18p. $80.40. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 24. Looked nice enough. 95B. Gunky. Almost looks like glue. Feels like it too. Not sticky still, but it looks like dried glue. B 81. $84. 64. There we go. 64D. Look for the repunched mid mark on that. 13. So the roll's not a skunk. $81. For a second I thought it was an S, but it's a P. $73. Another 64. I'm assuming it's a D. It just seems like I get a lot of D's around here. It is a D. See you later. Good luck at the casino. Tell her I said good luck. Well, the first one's not a skunk anyways, so. Maybe we'll do all right this morning. $88P. And to end the first roll, a 78. So we'll put these right up there for roll 1. Number 2 nickel. Yeah, we'll catch you tonight at some point probably. I don't think there's any real. Looking at any color? Maybe some older ones, but don't look like there's anything. That's calling me silver. Be 15. This be a 16 just to round it out? No. $64. More likely another D? I don't know, that's Philadelphia. They're both minted to the moon. P. $73D. Guess I can come quite a bit closer with the way I've got it zoomed. 3. Fairly newer rolls, it looks like. 12. 11. A corroded 96. 96. $99. Here's a nice looking something. 23. Oh, this one looked older. It's only an 01. That's been inside something. $90 something. Last number is practically gone. A2. Eight. $63. So right down to the last couple coins. And we end up with a 63 Denver. So no true hits yet. Gotta be in the 50s or 76D. Gotta be in the 50s or better to be a true hit. So roll 2's got 2 coins coming out of it, and we are into the third nickel roll of the morning. I don't think there was any enders on these. A little bit of different color there. Right down by my thumb, but could just be an old coin. Close. Oh, wait. Beat up. That was an ender at some point. fairly decent looking 23. Steps are messed up. $86. Cane Shaker, what's up, my friend? Just doing a hunt this morning. I started a little bit ago, so just on the third nickel roll. Much appreciated. That one looked older. Is that a P? No, that's a 70D. Six. This might be a skunk roll. Might be the first skunk roll of the morning. We don't hit something here. Nope, there it is. 63 saves us. And it is a Denver. So no skunks in the nickels this morning. But no actual hits yet either. $23. This one looks like it might have some age. Nope, 93. What years did nickels have them in? Have silver in them? 42 to 45. And I actually have some here just because I went through these. But you're gonna know. There's a 44, and they're gonna have a certain look to them, but you know it's a silver because the mint mark is up there above the Monticello building. 35% silver. A lot of people will call them war nickels because they were during the war. You really can't mistake them because of the big mint mark that's above the Monticello. 78D. And then there's a couple years, I think in those same years, where they're called Henning nickels, and they're essentially fake. And there's a certain way to look at those and know if they're a Henning nickel or not. There's certain marks on them that are documented marks that designated as what's called a Henning nickel. It's named after the guy who minted them, I guess, in his basement. I haven't read on them all that much, other than I know kind of what to look for. I never read any of the history on him or what exactly he did or how many are minted. $83D. And to end it, an 88D. True. True. All right, I was lucky to actually have those sitting back there yet, because they were going to eventually end up going back into the vault. I don't know how many viewers actually end up seeing these videos. Every now and then a couple in the live. So pennies. I've got this one marked at 16. We'll see how close it ends up being. The other one's actually more. So I'm anticipating by the weight of this that there's 16 copper pennies in this. Let's see what's on the end. One we can't tell. One we can't tell, and the other one, hard for me to see the date with the paper, so I always save the number just to see how close I get to being accurate. Definitely looked like copper. Had the copper color. 2000. D. Almost lost that one. 79D. Yeah, I just looked up and noticed that my mic went mute on me. 2020. Usually I catch it pretty quick, but sometimes I won't look up. And I'll go a minute or more talking into a muted mic. 99D. We're gonna do a roll of quarters today too that I typically don't do, but figured I got a handful of them on hand, so. 91. And there's a whole lot to look for in quarters. This looks copper. 68. Keeps us out of getting a skunk on the roll, because it is a 69, not an S. 2 60s in a row. I guess I'm not surprised about it. You know, with what they cost. I think a single penny now costs like almost 3 cents. So from a financial side, I mean, I think it makes sense to probably not do them and kind of make society change to some extent on like rounding up or rounding down on purchases and stuff and not have to deal with pennies. 71D. I'm hanging on to a lot of my pennies just regardless of what they are now. 77's another copper. At some point, I think you got to quit hanging on, though. You know, I mean, I'll eventually turn pennies in again at some point, but I'll choose like what years I want to and stuff. 82 large date, so that could be copper, but needs a weighing. 74D copper. This looks like we might hit close to 16 on the copper pennies. There's a 24D. Really nothing to get excited about though. 05. 23. 23s, you can look for that extra V. But we'll do that under the scope at some point with the newer coins. 92. This looks coppery. 78. I would say save all your wheat pennies for sure. I think most people do that anyways. At least most collectors save all their wheat pennies regardless. 64. Good to see what the last number was there. Corrosion on an 85. 88D. D. Lawson, how you doing, friend? Good morning. 85. Another 05. I think I can come closer still. I keep forgetting I can probably be closer with the coin. 75. Birthday year. Copper. 17p. So I'm gonna set this aside because this is essentially the only, I think this is the only year pennies actually had a P printed on them. So I'm gonna set it aside, not as a hit, but it's because I don't know if I have any of those yet. $81D for another copper. 2. This looks copper. 69S. So there's a big one to look for a bunch of stuff on under the scope once we get it there later this morning. I always like hitting the 69S. Oh, a penny older than you. Yeah, we'll hit them occasionally. $90.70. It's kind of neat that I hit that 17p. I don't think there's a lot of value in it or anything. It's just kind of cool. 83D, so beat up. I don't know if I'm even going to worry about it. And an 01. So let's see what Where'd we get on copper? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 if these two 82s weigh out as copper. I'm guessing they probably will. Yep, that's copper. So we're probably going to be right on the 16 number, and that's copper. So 16 was right on the nose for the copper guess. Where are we at on this one? I got this one marked as 17 to 18. Just because it fell within the kind of in the middle of two windows of weight, so I think every 20 to 30 years younger generation inherit older members' family. Yep. You're probably exactly right, Kane. Yeah, that was a chewed up penny of some sort. Was probably in some type of machinery at some point. Let's see. I didn't really save this, but so we're looking at 17 to 18. That's a heavy roll. You always like the higher numbers though on the weight, because that means you could end up with some wheat pennies. Definitely some corroded ones, for sure. Move them up just a hair here. See where I'm grabbing from, or if anything sticks out. $91. Have a good one, Kanchi. Sure, thanks for swinging in. Always appreciate you swinging by and saying hi. 83D. That'll be a wear. 95. 84. Boy, that one's probably going to need the microscope. And it looks like 80. And it's memorial on the back. So I'm going to say that's 80. That's probably copper. Be weighed later. D. Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like to me too. At least under the magnifying glass. 80D, so put that up in the copper roll. 93. Well, we haven't hit an actual hit yet though. You know, every roll so far this morning has had something I've kept, but not essentially like a true hunting hit. $78. This looks copper. Another 78. 84. 93. 77. Copper. Another 77. Denver. Looked like it had a little rotation on it. Maybe not. I probably spun it a little bit as I turned it. 84. Oh boy. I don't even know which end is up on this. That is completely just gone. So, who knows? Very cool. Very cool colored. 60D. So that, something happened to that to do that, but keeps us out of getting skunked for the roll because it's a 60. Yeah, that one there was no way to know. I don't even know if the microscope will show us what that one was. 74. Year before the birthday. And there's another 17p, so I'm going to set that one up there too. I don't know if there's anything worth saving those for other than the fact that they were the only one that had a P actually minted onto it. Beat up corroded 81, but it's got copper value. This looks copper. 79D. Ooh, that is a nice looking 86. And we stay nice on the back. That one is going to be considered a hit just because of the condition. That is a nice looking 86. Might be the nicest 86 I've got. 75. Not a bad looking 79. Got a little bit of a scratch there around the 9 and then up above the 9. Looks like it was an ender at some point. But not a bad looking 79. That might be an upgrade for my 79, 70. I think we're going to get close to the 17 to 18 copper pennies. 17D. There's a shiny, probably a newer one, 23D. Not a fan. I've said it before in other streams. I'm not a fan of the shield reverse. 71D. $84D. This looks older. Nope. See, I get tricked a lot too. I'm like, that looks older. That's 2006. 89. Newer 23. Can't tell without the microscope really if we're gonna have an extra V. It probably would stand out under the magnifying glass. 02. Was that a Denver? Yeah. That's a 2020 or 2000 something. Who knows? 80D for a copper. 15, and the last penny of the morning is a 19D. So let's see, where'd we go with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 17 17. Oh, I don't even know what this one is. What is it? Oh, it's an 83. So, yeah. If it was an 83 in copper, we'd have big money. But so 17. So we were right on the 17 mark there. All right, now my favorite stuff, the old dollars. Looking for a couple different things in Susan B. Anthony's, any NIFCs in the Sacagaweas or the Presidentials. Proofs like we found last hunt, which typically is going to be very unlikely most of the time. But it's always cool to hit a proof. Alright. It looks like... Alright, there's at least a few Susan B. Anthony's. Let me switch here. What am I seeing? I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 Susan B. Anthony's. Couple really nice enders. This 1, 2, 3, 4. This fifth coin here from the left is in really good shape yet, as far as the rim goes. It's a 2007. I can almost tell you what that's going to be. I'm going to assume that is a George Washington. Yep, just a George Washington. That was a pretty good guess, though. All right, we'll set this up and go from one end to the other. $1,000 a piece, so that's worth a check of the tail. But it's not essentially a hit. William Henry Harrison. '09. Oh, yeah, '09. A D, so that has no immediate check on it. John Adams. Has its rim lettering. Another John Adams has its rim lettering. Kind of you're looking for missing lettering on the rims like that. Another 2000 ND, so no check there. Here is a Susan B. Anthony, and it is a 79. It looks like it's a D, though. So no wide rim possibility on the D. We're looking for the P. Well circulated there. $2,000 P. That's going to be very worn, but we'll give it a check on the tail. A Chester MacArthur. So I don't know. I gotta check real quick. I don't know if 12 started the NIFCs or if it was after 12. So 12 would have started them. And this is, I'm guessing, going to be a D. So this is a, nope, this is a P. So This is 5 million. So it's not really a hit, but we're going to call it we're going to pull it aside because it's an NIFC. Another 2000 P to check the tail on. Pull up that. Here comes an Abraham Lincoln. Rim lettering is there. Another Philadelphia. Most of the time they're too worn to be able to tell anything on those tail feathers, but this has seen some circulation, but it is a 101D. Thomas Jefferson. Got a good contact strike on his chin. And here's a nice 79 Susan B. Anthony. But again, the Denver. But this one's still in pretty decent shape. Still got good luster to it. Not Philadelphia. It's an 01D. Another 79, but again another Denver. So just not hitting the Philadelphia where you have the shot at the Calvin Coolidge. I don't know if we've hit this one. 14P is going to, let's see, 4.4 million. So 2 NIFCs so far. Andrew Jackson, well circulated. Another Susan B. Anthony. Can we get a 79P? '79 Denver. So we didn't even. We got one more in this. Nope. We are done with the B. Anthony's for this roll. All Denvers, all 79s though. Another 2000 Philly to check the tail on there. James Madison, well circulated. Another George Washington 07. And ending the dollar. Ending the dollars with Thomas Jefferson. This was 08 or 09, I think, if I remember right. Oh no, Jefferson was 7s too. Alright, so nothing actually got the hit button today. But ended up with 2 NIFCs. One Calvin Coolidge and one Chester MacArthur. Look up what this one was. Chester A. Arthur. I think it was a D, so I want to say 4 million, I thought. So let's do a quarter roll. And then we'll go to the microscope. Do probably half hour of scoping. Seeing if we find anything under the scope. Nothing looks Nothing looks out of the ordinary on the rims. Maybe... Nah, nothing looks silver. A lot to look for here with errors and stuff, though. 65 on the end. 1 year shy of being silver. We'll call that a hit, though, because that's a 60. Or not a hit, but that's a save because it's a 60. Just about every quarter needs to be looked at for die chips and different errors. Great Smoky Mountains on a 14. Nevada. Nice looking 23. A little bit of chatter. '97. '92 Denver. New Jersey. Louisiana 02. I gotta take a drink of coffee. Hit my camera. Connecticut. Another 93. '89. 80. A better looking 90. Still circulated, but better looking. 74 Denver. Well worn. '19. That could have been a W, but it's not. 21. Don't look like there's any die chip up in the hat. I don't see anything without microscope around his cuff or anything. North Carolina, 01. New Jersey. Harper's Ferry. A lot of die chips to kind of look for on the building there. Delaware. Don't look like there's a spitting horse there. Ellis Island, 17. Philadelphia, Cumberland. Denver, Texas. Denver, Oklahoma. Montana. Billy Block Island, 18. 98. Denver, Montana. Mexico. Philadelphia, Arkansas. Arizona, 08. There's another 21. Don't see any huge die chip in the hat. 80. 4 left, it looks like. 4 or 5. 21. Nothing standing out there. 80. 2020. Could have been a W. Denver, Montana. 2 coins left. A Denver American Memorial Park. 19. And a Denver Blue Ridge Parkway. So I'm going to switch the camera over to the microscope, and we will start. We'll go through the handful of coins that we actually pulled. I don't know if anybody's still here. D. Lawson, you still hanging out, or are you gone? I guess if you're gone, you're not going to answer. Here. Alright, well, we're going to do the microscope, and now we're going to look for some errors and see what we can find on a couple of the ones that were essentially pulls for the morning. Eventually the whole pile gets microscoped, but that's done kind of in a different way. I separate them out in decades and then essentially sit on a stream and go through the microscope doing a full decade jar. All right, let's pop over here. Pop that on. All right, I gotta pull up my notes so I know what I'm looking for. 70S. Very well worn coin. I don't think there's going to be much on that to look at. There really isn't anything I got in my notes to look for. No repunched mint mark there. That one looks good. That. This was a Philly though. '63 triple die reverse and a double die. I don't see it. Double 6 in the date. Not there. switch to pennies. Nothing. $69D. No FG or floating room. FG was most definitely there. And the roof is not floating.
I was born up in the mountain, raised by an old grizzly bear. I was born up in the mountain, raised by an old grizzly bear. I was fed by Mother Nature, and I breathe fresh, clean, natural air. I rose up with the sunlight and the moon, she called me to sleep. I rose up with the sunlight and the moon, she called me to sleep. My dreams came by to guide me, but they were not mine to hold or to keep. for surviving. Some blood surely had to be spilled.
Owner
By the
clashes.
time I was 10, I was left out in the forest all alone. By the time I was 10, I was left
Not
out
there.
in the forest all alone. Well, Master Death came by to see me, but I told him I wasn't ready to go. You can take your skull-bone face and leave on out this place. I ain't gonna go. Hell no. I'm gonna live. Go back to the river Styx. I ain't gonna go. It ain't my time to die, no. Leave me alone. I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? Found her with another man. I was thrown into confusion. All the world I thought was true was nothing but illusion. So now I'm a liar, I'm a loser, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, wondering how much lower can I go? Even though I know it's wrong, I wish my pain upon the world. I curse the lives of lucky men. Into this hell I hope they're hurled.
All right, I think that's the haunt. Oh wait, we gotta check.
Once a good man. Now I'm living in this
We gotta check.
Cause I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? So I'm wondering how much lower can I go?
Nothing that has to be. Hold on. Two more. One more. This looks like it might be the best chance of being in decent shape. Alright, that's it. That's the hunt. We at least did not skunk on any rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th quarter thrown in just for fun. But no real hits. But at least a 60s or an NIFC in each. A Calvin Coolidge and a Chester Hardwick. Both in pretty decent shape too, so not bad. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks for anybody who hung out. Investable Collectibles, Kane Shaker showed up, said hi. D. Lawson. I will probably be doing a stream tonight at some point. This is a really nice 83. I mean, it's an 86. That's an amazing 86. That might be that might be the hit of the stream and the hunt. But anyways, I'm out of here. Thanks for everybody who showed up. We may see you tonight.